Agents are coming.
Agent.
Go. Now you fellas. Upgrades.
The Matrix Reloaded is one of the few films that completely validates a nerd taste in film. This is the second film in one of the most epic, fascinating, and original trilogies in modern cinema. It was brought to life by the incredible and talented Lana and Lily Wachowski. In the first Matrix film, they created new camera techniques and changed how Hollywood made action movies. From this base, they built upon a most excellent sequel. So at the end of The Matrix, Keanu Reeves has discovered that he is in fact the one, and he has the ability to do things in The Matrix that no one else can do, such as defying gravity. The movie builds on that from the start. Very early on, Neo meets Seraph, who's protector of the Oracle. As a preview, the two do a pretty slick martial arts dance across some tables in a restaurant. Later on, Neo is dealing with a fairly powerful dude called the Merovingian. He is a program with great power and influence in The Matrix. The extended battle that results between the Merovingian's henchmen and Neo is awesome.
Let us find out where this goes.
Flying up and down a massive grand staircase, flipping and kicking, swinging swords and other medieval weapons, Neo battles 6 really tough-looking dudes. Of course, this is after he made all of their bullets stop and drop to the ground. The fight is chaotic, intense, and incredibly shot. Honestly, it's a great 5 minutes of action. Later on, Neo fights a returned Agent Smith, who has developed a new power of his own. Smith can infect himself into other programs and people, meaning there's dozens of him versus just one Neo. It's a crazy fight scene to see because it looks like Neo is actually fighting several copies of the same guy. The Smiths consistently use swarm tactics techniques to fight him. To one-up them, Neo pulls out a signpost, puts it in the ground, and just starts spinning and kicking.
You always told me to stay off the freeway.
Yes, that's true.
You said it was suicide.
Then let us hope that I was wrong.
So the car chase is pretty much the second act. Morpheus, Trinity, and the Keymaker are trying to escape the Merovingian's twins. The twins are trying to get back the Keymaker. The agents are trying to kill everyone. And Trinity and Morpheus are just trying to escape. Cadillac CTSs and Escalades are all over the road, get shot up, flip, and explode. Eventually, Morpheus gets a couple great moments during the car chase. He has a fight of his own against an agent, which goes surprisingly well for him. But the best part is the game of chicken against the twins and their vehicle, taking them out with a great slash from a katana that flips the car and explodes. Morpheus is a pure samurai. It's crazy. So the first Matrix has ghosts and monsters, and that's a thing you know now.
That's it. You hit it.
Moviegoers had a lot of questions after The Matrix came out. If the world is fake, then what about other myths and folklore? That gets answered in The Matrix Reloaded. Kind of. In the older versions, there were monsters like werewolves, vampires, and ghosts. Well, the Merovingian has held on to them and uses the monsters now as muscle for his operation. His wife Persephone uses a silver bullet to kill 2 of the henchmen early in the Chateau scene before Neo's epic fight. The twins are ghosts that chase Trinity and Morpheus.
We are getting aggravated. Yes, we are.
So I'm not the only one that thinks the Merovingian and Persephone need marital counseling, right? Seriously, what is their problem? At some point, you start to think their original programming was to mess with each other. For 3 movies, we watched the ultimate romance between Neo and Trinity. Time after time, they put their lives on the line for each other. At one point, Neo uses his ability to pull a bullet out of her body. She's dead, and the Matrix Messiah decides that wasn't going to last. It's the epitome of movie love. Then we have the Merovingian and Persephone. They should get Matrix divorced, which is, I don't know, separate hard drives? While the Merovingian is showing off at lunch by flashing his goons and titillating a stranger in a restaurant, Persephone is killing off old programs, running a smuggling ring, and giving tips to the crew of the Nebuchadnezzar. For a couple of programs, they're sure bad at communicating. Also, there's this Reddit theory that the Merovingian used to be the one in a previous version of the Matrix. There are some clues there if you got the time for an Easter egg hunt.
Who has time? But then if we do not ever take time, how can we ever have time?
Maybe it's true. Maybe that's why Persephone no longer loves him. That relationship isn't the only dead thing in this hollow world. This is the movie that ups the ante and brings back the world of the Matrix. Neo and his Superman bit deliver. The huge fights and the amazing car chase that was so intense and involved that Warner Brothers Studios built their own freeway. It was actually more efficient and effective to shoot the car chase that way. There are some awesome fights and moments in this film that makes anyone wonder why you haven't seen The Matrix Reloaded yet. What do you think? Did we miss anything out? Let us know in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe for all the latest cyberpunk movies, where we tell you what you've got to see.
Gotta be the ugliest hack I've ever dealt.